Today on Eagle Nation News, one student at Prosper spends her time running a snow cone business right outside of her home. Christina Krasnova meets the girl behind the store. A motivational speaker recently shared his story with students across the country while he was here in Prosper. Parker Reynolds has more on his inspiring story. Ice hockey might not be a UIL sport, but that doesn't stop students from around the area from playing the sport. Madeline Wentz shares the story on the co-ed team.
Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. Today is Friday, October 21st. I'm Grace Esquivel.
And I'm Zach Manning.
Rentable scooters and bikes are making a return to Dallas. Earlier this week, the city announced the opening of the application process for companies that offered shared dockless vehicles. Dallas has released that they will issue permits to 3 companies for 2022 and 23. Each of the companies will be able to put out 500 bikes and e-scooters. To avoid the issues that originally warranted the ban to the bikes and scooters, the companies must follow a new set of rules put in place, such as no ride zones. No exact date has been released for the return of the bikes and scooters.
Moving to Florissant, Missouri, Jana Elementary School has been shut down due to high levels of nuclear contamination. This comes from a World War II nuclear site from over 75 years ago. The Hazelwood School District released a statement saying, quote, "To the students and staff and parents of the Jana School community, we recognize that you are being faced with a situation created by anyone in this room, in which you have no control over. Students who attend at this school will finish their second semester virtually and then will be moved to different schools."
Luckily, Zach, the most we've had to deal with in Prosper is mosquitoes this year.
Absolutely, even though I can't stand them sometimes.
Me neither. Speaking of Prosper, on a busy intersection between Aubrey and our hometown, there's a PHS student running a business right outside of her home. Christina Krasnova explores this one-of-a-kind shop and their young owner.
Founded and run by a family of 5, Paradise Snow Cones offers a variety of drinks ranging from the Hispanic mangonadas to the classic snow cone. But this snow cone shack isn't built into a strip mall or a local shopping center. It sits on the side of a family's home on the town line between Aubrey and Prosper and is placed in a way where one driving by the intersection would easily see the flamingos and neon menu sign. Pamela Morales, a sister who contributes even in middle school, explains that the idea for Paradise Snow Cones originated in a place just as unique as the business itself.
It was my sister Anna's and Emily's idea, and since we worked at the flea market, we had all the supplies, and it was like a small corner, and then my mom got builders to make it bigger. We stay at our stand for several hours together. We have to go shopping for it and all that. We do everything together now.
The family business often welcomes customers like Alejandra McCarty, one of the many who are astonished by their early efforts.
At a very early age, they're already business owners. So I cannot even imagine what they're going to be able to have once they're 20, 25.
Ash Strutz, a close friend and regular, said that she enjoys the environment of Paradise, although the creative location can cause some challenges.
You can see that it's a very open and nice place to be in, but it's kind of hard getting here because of the traffic. Sometimes it makes it hard to get into their driveway, but it does make it so that a lot of people see her business.
Despite the odds, Anna Morales, at only 17 years old, still manages to turn a rather decent profit.
It really just depends on the day. We can make $25 in a day on a really bad day, but we can make up to $1,200 on a really good day. But we're on a busy corner, so we just cross our fingers and hope that we do good.
Even the Morales' little brother and his best friend enjoy the sweet treats without eating too much of the profits.
I like cotton candy. I like cotton candy and local.
I'm Christina Krasnova, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
It's so great to see that people our age are getting this entrepreneurship experience, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting at such a young age really does help kids out throughout the rest of their lives. And for all of you Justin Bieber fans, you might want to stick around as Landry Long will highlight some of his love life.
Stop by Prosper Blooms for all your flower, mum, and floral needs. Located on West Broadway in downtown Prosper, the locally owned flower shop is home to arrangements for every occasion. Prosper Blooms also offers earrings, headbands, Prosper gear, and more. Come by and make your own arrangement at the Blooms Bar or order a designed arrangement. Prosper Blooms offers same-day design and hand delivery to cater to all your plant needs. Prosper Blooms, the one-stop shop for everything floral in Prosper.
The Hollywood drama never slows down. Between love triangles and new album releases, Landry Long is live in studio to share this week's scoop of edition of Talent Talk.
Thanks, Zach. Personally, growing up in the early 2000s, the golden relationship of pop culture stars Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber was all the rage. And after 2 years of dating, their breakup left Jelena fans heartbroken. Although there were many theories on why the two split, cheating suspicions arose when Bieber began dating now-wife Hailey Bieber. Due to the rumors, fans suspected bad blood between Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber, but these rumors were put to end over the weekend. Photos of the two were taken after both attended the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures' second annual gala in Los Angeles. The photos featured a sweet friendship, showing them hugging and laughing, and I'm so glad that it appears that these two do not have an issue with each other. But unfortunately for Jelena fans, this does confirm that Selena and Justin have both moved on. But never say never. Speaking of bad blood, singer Taylor Swift just released her 10th studio album, Midnights, at 12 a.m. this morning. The album tells the story of 13 sleepless nights through Swift's life. Following the release of the album dropping this morning at 3 a.m., the quote special very chaotic surprise being 7 more tracks added to the album, creating Midnight 3 a.m. edition with a total of 20 tracks, leaving Swifties, including myself, shocked. And just 3 hours ago, the Midnight album Anti-Heroes music video premiered, written and directed by Swift herself. The premiere was followed by a YouTube short of a hashtag TS Anti-Hero challenge being posted online. And as if that was not enough for one day, all of the lyrics will be posted at 8 p.m. tonight. Midnight Mayhem does not seem to end, with planned appearances on interview shows as well as music videos releasing next week. On Wednesday, motivational speaker Nick Vujicic hosted the nationally broadcasted speech at Rock Hill High School. Parker Reynolds sat down with Nick to hear his story.
Over 20% of high school students have experienced bullying, with nearly 18% considering to commit suicide. Nick Vujicic has turned his experience with bullies into a career in motivational speaking. Nick's challenges were different than others. He was born without arms or legs.
When I was a child, the way that people treated me helped me to become who I am today. I realized that people were judging me for how I look, so I realized I should never judge anyone for how they look or what they do or what they cannot do. On the positive, I realized, wow, you still can be light in a dark place. And, you just have no idea how many people are having thoughts of suicide or depression or anxiety. And what you do, what you say, matters to people's thoughts and their mental health.
He didn't always have the goal of becoming a motivational speaker, partly because he didn't believe he had a story to share. Little did he know his story would be heard by billions.
At age 17, I became a student leader. I spoke, and my janitor at the high school said, "You need to become a speaker." And so I spoke, people cried, and other people started inviting me to speak. And that's when I knew I was born to be a speaker. In 77 countries later, 24 presidents behind doors, and being on television now to 2 billion people, and the biggest motivational speaker under age 40 in the world.
Nick works as an anti-bullying advocate and travels the globe to share his unique message with the world.
3 presidents around the world have actually stopped their entire country to have every single teenager mandatorily listen to the story of Nick Vujicic and how we all can become resilient and never give up and love each other and stand strong against bullying and rise above bullying. I think so many years I was very depressed because I convinced myself that I'd never get married, that I'd never have a family, I'd never have a job. I employ now 25 people. I have 4 companies, 14 million social media fans. And the impact of what you can do just for one person is where it all started.
Apart from speaking, Vujicic is also a New York Times best-selling author, husband and father to 4 children, and the founder of Life Without Limbs, his nonprofit organization and ministry.
If there is anyone who's struggling right now because of bullying, I want you to know I love you. Don't give up. Don't let those negative voices cloud your mind. Take one day at a time. Write out a list of 10 things that you're thankful for, and be on standby in how you can actually make a difference in someone else's life. When you don't get a miracle, you can be one.
Through speaking, writing, and motivating, Wojciech's goal of changing the world is on evident display as he continues to travel the world to spread his message. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Parker Reynolds.
For more information on Nick and his message, be sure to check out Eagle Nation online.
I actually got to listen to his speech, Zach, and it was really inspiring to hear his story and his journey.
Yeah, I'm sure he has a really inspirational speech.
All of the Prosper sports team have been dominating so far this year. Madeline Wentz will be live in studio to discuss Prosper sports.
The Prosper Research in Science and Engineering Club is holding an introductory meeting on November 3rd in room 2245. The students in this club will conduct experimentation and thorough research while learning to collect data, perform statistical analyses on the results, and write elaborate reports on unique topics. Be sure to fill out the interest form before November 3rd if you wish to join for more information.
Cross country is making their way to regionals. Madeline Wentz is in studio with this week's Game Time.
Thanks, Grace. Lady Eagles volleyball, currently ranked first in district, raised their undefeated district record to 12-0, winning in 3 sets against Denton Braswell. They play Allen tonight at 5:30 in the arena and away against McKinney on Tuesday at 6:30. The golf team traveled to Frisco on Wednesday to play in the Fall Classic at Plantation Golf Course. Congrats to Lauren Duncan on her first place finish for putting 79. Switching courses, the cross-country team swept the podium last week at districts, granting them the bid to the 6A Region 1 Championship this coming Monday. The meet will take place at Max Simmons Park in Lubbock at 10 a.m. Best of luck to our Eagle runners as they fight for a spot at state. Last week, the Prosper football team beat McKinney Boyd 49-16, scoring 35 of those points in the first half. Senior QB Harrison Rosar threw for 3 of the 7 touchdowns scored by the Eagles, and the defense held the Lions' O-line to more than 100 total yards under Prosper. Tonight, the Eagles face off against the Denton Braswell Bengals at Children's Health Stadium at 7 p.m. The Prosper swim team competed in the first meet of the season at the Prosper Natatorium last night. Jacob Wimberly broke the record for 200 freestyle with a time of 1 minute and 40.53 seconds. Wimberly also broke the 200 medley relay record alongside Jaden Jones, Trey Stewart, and Menyo with a time of 1 minute and 36.36 seconds. Congratulations to these amazing athletes. Ice hockey isn't recognized as a UIL sport, so students come together from Rock Hill, Prosper, and surrounding high schools to play in a co-ed club league. I met with one player to discuss how she finds ways to skate circles around the competition, despite gender stereotypes.
In most high school and professional sports, male and female players are separated. This is not the case, however, for Prosper Ice Hockey, which is a part of the AT&T High School Hockey League. The club is co-ed, and 3 girls in Prosper Ice Hockey are making a place for themselves in a predominantly male sport. Ashlyn Olson, goalie for the varsity bronze team, is the only girl from Prosper High School. In her experience, playing co-ed has been beneficial and fun.
I used to play on an all-girls team, and it genuinely wasn't the thing that I liked the most. I came to Prosper like 2 years ago, and I was welcomed by the coaches, by the team.
Prosper Ice Hockey may have provided a welcoming space for women, but that environment does not exist across all teams.
Other teams are kind of just mean about it, like they always have that stereotype that we're just different because we're females.
The views of others haven't affected how the girls of Prosper play, thanks in part to mutual support. Fellow varsity teammate and Gunter student Samantha Aiken is the friend Olson can depend on in the rink.
Sam is literally like my ride or die. Without her and everything, I genuinely wouldn't be able to do it on my own.
Olson, Aiken, and JV player from Rock Hill High School, Kiani Rodriguez, make up the current trio of girls in Prosper Ice Hockey. Varsity head coach and hockey director Yev Sedichev encourages more girls to lace up their skates.
I've been really fortunate to have young ladies that are hockey players that can play, they can skate and do what we ask them to do. It's no different having a boy do the same things. I do wish more young ladies join at a younger age, and shoot, the path is there for high school and college for sure, and I hope that continues to grow.
Gender roles mean little on the ice, something known well by those breaking barriers in the Prosper hockey program. I'm Madeline Wentz, reporting for Eagle Nation News.
Prosper Ice Hockey is a program with 65 student athletes, and only 3 of them are girls. It's crazy how many hockey players there are in Texas specifically.
Yeah, absolutely. I played ice hockey as a kid, and there was only 5 kids on my team.
Really?
I swear.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Once again, I'm Grace Escobar.
And I'm Zach Manning. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, and go Eagles.